so it's a symbol of hope and solace to many, but offensive to one group. The cross at Ground Zero at the center of a debate that turned legal when the American Atheist Group filed a lawsuit to have it removed.
But the cross could now be safe in a legal victory. The court is demanding the group submit evidence justifying their case. Here to explain why this is such a big victory is Fox News religion contributor Father Jonathan Morris. Father Jonathan, thanks for joining us this morning. So the group is offended, and they claim that the Constitution protects their right never to be offended. Does the Constitution say that?
It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't remember those words at all. You know, this is one of those stories that brings me hope, that when we're covering issues like this, something actually happens that's very positive from it. I think speaking out about some of the ridiculous claims of some of these activist groups, in this case, activist atheist groups, is very good for the fabric of our society. Why? Because the court listens to what people are talking about, and they're recognizing that these activist groups are pushing really the Constitution to a place where it never was meant to be.
Well, this has been dismissed, and it's the subject of an appeal. And astoundingly, the plaintiffs in this lawsuit said that they suffered from indigestion as a result of the fact that this cross, which is a historical symbol, which is put into the museum, I believe, as a matter of history, not as a matter of religious adoration, was making them physically sick. And so now the Court of Appeal says, oh, let's see some more argument on what
evidence
you're saying
of the
here.
Sickness. Right, exactly. You know, well, I think you brought up a good point, that Peter, that this is not a question of whether or not the cross is a religious symbol or not. It's a question of history. Right? And we know that that cross became a place of great solace and consolation for the workers who were there right after 9/11 for a long time afterwards. I would be totally against any city or even this museum putting forth a cross or any other religious object as a statement of the city's belief or as a statement of the museum's belief. But that's not it. This is history. And if we're saying we're not able to see certain parts of history because it offends others, to Tucker's point, or they get indigestion when they see that part of history, there's a lot of things in history we'd have to kind of whitewash.
Exactly. Yeah, right? It's almost like we would have to rewrite the history books, in a sense.
Yeah, and we'd have to. There's a lot of things in history that are very disturbing, and that type of history teaches us. You know, how to move forward. And the fact is that people loved that cross during many weeks and months after 9/11.
In my view, this is a frivolous suit. And coincidentally, I represented a couple of parties in this lawsuit who these plaintiffs let out, which I think proved that there was no validity to this suit.
Well, that's why we have to keep speaking out about these things. It matters.
It's so important to be forthright on this, I think, Father.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us, Father Jonathan.
See you.